Hello friends, thanks for joining us here at Non-Toxic Home. Buddy says hi. We are glad that you are here. As always, we're coming at you from our Non-Toxic Home. Now, spoiler alert, I have not cleaned my house for you, but I wanted to show you because we've had so many people asking for a tour of our non-toxic home. Now, this is just half of our house. I don't make our bed, okay? That's because I don't want to trap the moisture into the mattress. Our mattress is wool. However, I'll drop a link below so you can make your own wool mattress if you want. Now, there are pros and cons of wool mattresses, by the way. But if you want to make your own wool mattress, you absolutely can. I used Havelock wool, which is what we used for insulation. Now, our walls, our floor, and our ceiling, right here, nice and smooth. All poplar on the inside. This is Vermont Polyway Acorn Brown. We use that all over because that's what I tolerated. In retrospect, it would have been better to use that just on the floor and then have the clear coat of that same product on the walls and the ceiling. But isn't it pretty still? I think it's pretty. What do you think? All right, so over here we have our ceramic circuit baseboard heaters. We have 3 in total in our house. We also have the ceramic circuit portable heater. Over here and under our bed, if you might have noticed, there's random black stuff. What's up with that? Well, we don't have it up yet. We don't have it installed yet, but this here is a UL listed rocket stove. Now, rocket stoves are typically not advisable for anyone who has allergies, sensitivities, chemical sensitivities, etc. But I do not thermoregulate effectively. We live in a woods, so the power can go out, so we need to have a backup system for that. Since it's a rocket stove, it's basically complete combustion, and that is highly unusual. Otherwise, I do not recommend combustion for anyone. Now, this here also will allow us to, you can see it's dusty, it also will allow us to cook on there if the power goes out as well, which is important. And you can see back here, it got damaged. Yay! All right, it happens. Things happen all the time. You just have to pick yourself up and move along and keep going with your life. Now, this is currently on a wood pallet, and I have problems with whatever kind of wood that is. Now, I keep my clothes in here. This space that I'm showing you is about half of our home. It is 300 square feet. It is intentionally designed to be half of our healthy home. Obviously, this is our bed. This is where we sleep. We have, stuff under our bed, which is primarily, not entirely, but primarily comprised right now of stuff for the rocket stove to be installed. This is our desk office area. This is basically just, I think it's a one by poplar that my husband put together and made a chest for me. So I keep some blankets and whatnot in there, mostly blankets. And I'll drop a link below to the exact keyboard and mouse that we use, as well as the, the streaming player. Got the streaming player over here. We use our TV for both streaming and for the computer. This printer, I don't think I have a post up on it, but I will surely share that if you would like it. We find that these old antique metal, now I can't think of what they're called. What are they called, friends? They're washing tubs. Old antique metal washing tubs work well for clothing. Now, I roll my clothing. My husband actually keeps most of his clothing now in the bathroom in a large galvanized trash can because he goes places and his clothes pick up scents that I literally just can't wash out. And that fragrance then is trapped in the trash can. Over here we have some seeds for microgreens. Nothing too exciting, but this here is bone char from Promo Life. There you go, isn't that beautiful? If you want to save money on your water filters, this is a huge savings. Now this whole, I think it was 40 some pounds bag of bone char was $300. Otherwise, it's $300 a year for one change of our 3-stage bone char filtration system. Bone char, or sorry, Promo Life was really great in figuring that out. I'll discuss that obviously some more in a later video. I'm trying to be quick and brief in this. This is an antique blanket chest. It was my mother's. We off-gassed it for 2 years on a very generously covered porch at the last place that we rented, so it doesn't smell of fragrance or anything. This up here, our walls, as you can see, are pretty. I like them. They are breathing walls. We have Havelock wool insulation all around. Our home itself is on a it's on a concrete foundation, but they're pillars, and that's very unusual in our area. But in a county north, south, east, west of us, there are a couple of healthy homes that were built quite some time ago by a gentleman. I believe it's John Bauer, I want to say, and he wrote a couple books, maybe 3 books, I don't know. He wrote a bunch of books about healthy home building, and his homes are not that far from us, quite frankly, in the grand scheme of things. This table was my husband's grandmother's. He inherited that, and that was still tolerable for me. Now, when bringing things in after we moved in, we have a deck off our back porch here. Or our back porch is a deck, okay? And we stored a lot of stuff out there in totes, under tarps. And so we were very careful bringing things in. We actually slept initially in hammocks in here. And there's evidence on our floor. See if I can find some evidence on our floor. Yep, right there. See those? That's from sleeping in hammocks from the metal. There were rubber things on the ends that had to go because they were rubber, and that damaged our floor some. But we don't care. My husband calls our approach to decorating Fancy Barn, obviously our focus is on health rather than on decor. Now this is the south side of our house. It was solar optimized. Lots of math went into it. It has a overhang up there. You can see that's for the summer, to keep the summer sun out. It is almost November right now, so it obviously is going to be warming and coming in more right now. We have a lot of windows. We actually have 10 windows, and our home is only 600 square feet. The windows offer both ventilation because they are intentionally placed in opposite locations, because if something happens in here, like there is a small fire, or I cook something and burn it, or I don't even know what else, someone stinky comes in, even though no one comes into our house. If any of those things happen, then we can open up the windows and have a breeze going right through. It's really wonderful, because things do happen. I mean, I cook everything from scratch. So things do happen like that. Let's see what else. Our roof is standing seam metal. It is the rock star of roofs. I highly recommend that type of roof. It is the best from a mold prevention and leak prevention approach or perspective. I will turn off those lights up there. Now, one of the difficulties in sourcing materials that I encountered were ceiling fans. Ceiling fans are almost all comprised of engineered wood, and the blades, a lot of them look like metal, and they are very convincing, but they're not. These are indeed absolutely metal blades on here, friends. I can't think of the brand name right now. Ooh, I wish I could, but there is a brand out there that produces them. If you want the brand, drop a comment below and I will find it, because it is essential to avoid latex as much as possible in a healthy home. This is not something that most people address because most people either A, don't know about latex allergy, or B, don't know they have a latex allergy because they A, don't know they have a latex allergy. Or C, they know they have a latex allergy, but they don't know that latex is in over 40,000 products, especially building products. The insulation that we chose, Havelock wool, was because that was literally the only choice on the market for me. Now today, between the latex and the chemicals, because almost all insulation is terribly toxic, including mineral wool, by the way, or mineral board, the only options today, as far as for me would go, because of the latex allergy and the chemical sensitivity, would be Thermocork or Havelock wool. Havelock wool insulation doesn't add a ton of stuff. Other companies were very hanky about responding to me, and some of them did admit to directly adding natural rubber latex. I don't know why, it doesn't make any sense. Whereas others added other toxic things, and I don't even know why either. Now, boron is in Havelock wool. You can see our new pond down here, which we did not do right. So we will have to come back in and fix it at a later date. But one of the great things about doing things yourself and learning yourself is that you know that if you make a mistake, you can come back and fix it, friends. Do you have any questions about anything in particular as far as our house goes? This area here is 300 square feet. I don't remember if I said it or not. It's about half of our home. It's just my husband and I, this fella, and then we have another cat who I think she's outside right now. And that's about it. Thanks so much for being here. Please drop a comment below if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to answer them. Have a most beautiful and blessed day, friends. Thanks so much for being here. Be sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter on our website. All right? Thanks for being here. Bye.